Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Udhoni Jenga, and last time I introduced myself and said this time or this page is all about talking about online jobs, jobs that we can work with at home as young parents or as young people. It doesn't you don't have to be a young parent to be able to work from home, and jobs that you can be able to work with when you're home easily and comfortably, and jobs that earn you well as well. Before, I had been employed, of course. I've been employed. Anyway, getting employed in Kenya or in Nairobi is actually really important because it gains you so much experience that you'll never gain back at home or doing some other jobs. Because basically, the minute you've gone on an outdoor job, someone will entrust you to probably go survey the market, find prices, or go talk to clients. Someone will entrust you that they'll send you to a client. You'll be able to go communicate with them, converse with them, get the right information, deliver the right information, and you'd be able to deliver what they've told you or pass on what they've told you to their client and be able to come back with the results, positive, negative, whatever. And you cannot gain such by working from home. And you'd know and you learn how to manage businesses, how to charge, how to operate with people, how to bargain, all these things basically in the market world, that is, depending on the field that you take up. Every field requires you to be good with clients, to be a good communicator, to be good at your skills as well, and also to be able to learn how to deal with more clients or each and every other person who you meet on your field. And now by the time you come sit down and decide to probably take up online jobs, that's another thing. And these jobs are so many, very many. I'm just going to talk about like 7, but the 7 are the ones that I'm conversant with and the ones that I know about, or the ones I've come across people who are doing them and heard from their reference or heard from them and the feedback they've given me out of those jobs. So let's get right into it. Okay, number 1 is academic writing. Academic writing depends with what subject you're comfortable with. And also, each and every job has so many things you have to learn about. If it's academic writing, there are formats of writing. They're how you deliver jobs to a client. They're how you arrange these jobs. There's the kind of grammar that you're supposed to use in these kind of jobs. And it entails so much of you, so much concentration, so much research. And the minute you're conversant with what you're doing, itakuwa maji. Like literally itakuwa maji. And there are jobs that you can be able to work from anywhere. You receive jobs from clients. You can maybe have an employer, someone who's sourcing the jobs, or someone who has accounts who sources the jobs and gives them to you. And they pay basically well. If you're well dedicated to what you do, they pay very well. Also, they need time. Most of them pay weekly, depends on either your client, of course, or whoever is sourcing these jobs for you. What do I call him? The vendor. Let me call them the vendors because that's how we call them in our market. Okay, they are called the vendors. They are the people who get you these jobs and come and give them to you so that you can be able to work on them or so that you can be able to deliver the jobs. Another one is remote task. Remote task, a friend of mine showed them to me. I tried. Honestly, let me say, in this world, it's a very, very wide range world, but we all have what we're comfortable with. Because, like remote task, personally, I did manage. Haikunipenda ama sikuipenda, but it's all about anyone who's good with IT or basically know how to operate a computer, know how to draw cubes and probably do a little bit of design. It's something actually you can learn because mostly it's all about, if I can briefly talk about what remote task is about, or the section that I've looked at, is there are these electrical cars, and before they are set up or they are placed a computer or they are putting them a computer system that helps them to like know this is what is here, this is what is there. They cannot actually drive themselves up to now. So what happens with these kind of jobs, you're given a diagram to like label each and everything that is around that car. You're possibly told your car is car A or car B, or it looks like, or it's in this position. And then you're told to label each and everything that you see around it. Probably if a car, you're told any car that you see around, give them this label. Any human or any post or any dustbin truck or anything, yani basically a building, a road, a marking, anything that you see around it, there is what you're told to do, or there is how you're told to label it, so that you can be able to like send your job. There is each and every diagram you're told, probably draw a cube, draw a rectangle, draw a square, draw this, and there is how you're told to shape it. And actually it's something very easy, but it's always easy to people who can get it, and it pays well as well. And they also pay weekly. Yeah, they also pay weekly. Yeah, that's basically much about remote task. I can't talk much about it, but in Facebook you can find groups. Actually, there are groups that talk about remote task, also academic writing. There are employers all over on Facebook. There are groups. I think it's online no, that is for the transcription. There is academic online. I'll find them out and I'll tag them probably down here and tell you, or okay, I'll tag those details or the details that I have about those jobs on the description box. Another one is transcription. Transcription is what I'm familiar with, and it's what I've been working on for like basically the longest time. And that's what I felt like I matched with. You know, on these jobs, there are those jobs that you find kuna yenye mnaingiana tu nayo yani, ama there is a job that you find so comfortable with you, and you basically know that this is what I was meant to do online jobs, or this is how I was meant to tackle them, or this is the field I was meant to work on. And transcription, there are so many ways you can get these jobs. Also on Facebook there are groups. Kuna academic achana hiyo academic, Jesus. Kuna online transcribers, awesome transcribers, yes, and their transcription online, yani ni mob. Look for anything transcription on Facebook, look for anything academic writing, look for anything remote task, utapata. Also there are accounts for transcription, same case as academic writing, but academic writing is a bit way too expensive. For a beginner, you'll rather look for an employer, or look for a vendor, someone who's offering these jobs and paying you either per day or per week, per month, depending on how you agree with the person. The accounts, there are some that employ Africans. Sasa hiyo ndo mkosi ya kuwa African. I don't know why, but there are some that employ Africans, and the well-paying ones don't employ from Africa. Basically because they assume you don't have the right accents, or you don't have the right knowledge of English. So unasikianga they don't employ. Like Rev is one of the best paying. They don't employ from Africa. What you do is like you get an account, use like private internet, blah blah blah, and all that stuff. There is some others like Verbit, there is Workit. Those ones employ from here. Others like Go Transcript. Trust me, you'll keep on trying probably to do the test. Some are very lucky, you do the test and you get in, but others you might find that you're missing out on something very petty. Transcription is also very keen, or should I say very strict, because you find that you might lose up on accuracy or formatting. The true accuracy is you have to get whatever the speaker is saying. Get it wrong, you're out. Fail on punctuations, full stops, commas, question marks, exclamation marks, put the wrong tags somewhere where they're not supposed to be, you're out. Yani tu vitu tudogo sana, but you find that inakungoa. Something that is supposed to be capitalized unaeka small letter, like a name of a place, a university, a school, a country, a city, such stuff, or a name of probably a company or a brand name. Write it the wrong way, you're out. So mostly you find wanatafutanga very petty stuff. So by the time you starting up on it, make sure you're very keen on having the guidelines read, going through what you require, and going through what you've been told to do before you probably do it. And also, what else? Finding probably which account you're probably comfortable with. Another account that I'd advise someone to use, probably ukisoma sana when you're training, is this account called QA World. QA World, hailipangi vizuri, not unless you're in those higher, kuna classes pia. Anyway, in all transcription, most of the transcription unapata kuna classes. There is the beginner, saa kaa hiyo ya QA world kuna bronze, kuna silver na kuna gold, I think and diamond or something, kitu kaa hiyo. But sasa it pandas with how qualified your work. The more you gain more higher ratings, the more you're going to go ukipanda classes. So the more you panda classes with this QA world, that's when you get more, as in you get paid better. And that one is actually, it's easy to what do you call it, it's easy to apply or do the test, and there are guidelines. You follow what you've been told to do it correctly, do your test, unapita na unaingia, you start doing. They close for you an account severally, watakufungia because probably wamekuretia kidogo sana for some time and they feel like you're not doing the right work. Always look for another email, apply until you feel you're comfortable working, so that you can be able to find an employer or a vendor or even an account. But la kutafuta account, buy it very expensively, because most of them utanunua anyway, because they're very tricky on how to do the tests. Unapatanga unaweza angushwa na kitu very very minute, kitu kidogo sana, and it costs you getting that account. You can keep on trying, but until you learn what you're doing wrong, you can never be able to pass that test. I'm talking about the best paying accounts. The best paying accounts, you find that unaangushangwa na kakitu kadogo sana. So most of the accounts ni kubuy utabuy. Before you like get to buy an account, make sure you're really keen ama unajua, because hawajuangi, you don't know, they don't know you don't know. Because if you make 1, 2, 3 mistakes, they feel that your ratings are pretty down, you're not doing the right thing, they just close the account. Hata wananga unapatanga tu email next day, pap, your account has been closed because of ABCD. So that's part of the bad stuff about transcription. There's another one called survey, and survey is really good. Basically, if I can remember right, or if I can remember correctly, it's all about, probably you're given a project. That's how you call the jobs. Anyway, probably you're given a project and you're told, we need you to probably go study or something to do with kupiga picha kitu fulani. Niko unafanya study ya kitu, if I remember correctly, and someone can correct me down in the comments if I'm not correct about it. But what I know about survey is that it pays also very well, and it's also really beneficial, and you can only do it with your phone. You actually don't even need a laptop. Then after you take the photos, you probably send them back explaining, this happened, this is what took place at this point, this is why this one happened. Ivo kitu kaa hiyo. Let me not go into detail about this until I'm very sure, and then I'll probably come back with another video. The other one is watu wa hesabu, watu wa accounts, watu wa probably mahesabu mostly. Kuna statistics, data entry. That thing pays pretty well na ziko all over. Ukigoogle remote jobs, remote, it's working from home. Basically, it can be you've been given a job from a country and outside, but you're in Kenya. Remote jobs, working probably data entry, survey. I mean data entry and statistics. Yes. Hizo pia utapata, and they pay pretty well. They are good. They're almost all over. Ata you can find companies uku, but I can clarify about that. Yeah, they're all over, and there are sites that give these jobs online, and there's so many sites. And the other one is voiceover. Voiceover, it's like voice recording. You don't have to be an English spoken person. There are Swahili jobs, there are English jobs, there are Kamba jobs, there are hata lugha yako ya mama, like probably you're not, mostly I've seen Swahili, English, and also if you'll have an added advantage if you've studied these foreign languages like Germany or German language, French, yeah. If you've studied French, Italian, yeah. If you've studied any of those foreign languages, the jobs are there, and they're very many, and they pay well. Both voiceover, transcription, especially in transcription. If you've done the foreign language, in transcription, the jobs are there, and there are so many. so many. So up to there, voice over, it's recording your voice. You're probably told to record about either reading a book or a call. It may be a conversation. Mostly they take the robot voices, and probably they take your voice and use it as an intonation of giving some information or communicating something else. That's another one. And the other one is social media management, or the social media account management. There are so many people who, probably there are some, or there are some special people who are really good at social media work, promoting stuff, or unapata anapata tu followers from time to time, na ako active, anajua how to create content, anajua how to do. You find that there are companies that are going to ask you, this is my next one. Anyway, yo, managing of social media accounts, and also promoting probably products online. You might find companies, you can apply to a company and tell it, probably you write to them and tell them you're interested in marketing their products, and that one you get paid via commission. Anything sells from them, they pay you. It doesn't matter where you are, where you're located, although there are some who don't work here, but there are those ones that work here. Na ziko na there are many, and you can be able to like promote stuff like vitu kama simu, computers, electronics probably, and other things, yani gadgets zozote. Kuna companies that look, and there are so many, I've seen them, but process ya kuichukua, you'll have to like, there are people who give online classes, YouTube mostly. Utapata someone who's telling you to go through this, take this and take that, and you're going to be able to find or follow this, and you're going, this is how you create these accounts, this is how you sign up for these accounts, this is how you fill up all these details, and this is how you start promoting products for us, and this is how you're going to get paid. So make Google, YouTube your best friend. If you like probably have an idea of something, tafuta online, you'll find it. Look for it. Look for tutorials on YouTube. Look for Google stories or explanations about that, or whatever you want to take up. And Google, YouTube is your best teacher. They're going to give you everything that you need. You're going to understand, you're going to read, you're going to watch tutorials. You can even learn. Apart from, I got help from a few friends getting along with probably academic writing. I did academic writing sometime for a short period of time, and I felt that's not my road. I ended up on transcription. I got help from a few friends who really helped me out, and how I came to learn about the online jobs. I actually had no idea until one friend of mine mentioned them, and he told me that that's what he does. And I actually got interested, and I was like, wait, so I can work from home and get paid. So it took me time. Juu sijaanza anyway kuzitafuta right now. I actually started studying about them back in 2017. So you find that it may take time. Alafu, there's one thing. If you're employed, unapatanga, you might not be able to dedicate everything to it. But if you have time, or if your employment is giving, as in job yenye unadu iko, you can be able to balance, good for you. You can be able to learn this, learn that, until you feel you're comfortable, and probably you feel, let me take up online jobs completely, or let me leave this field and move to this field completely. But it takes time, and the more time you take, the more time you get to understand, the more time you get to learn, the more time you explore on so many things. The more you go through YouTube, the more you go through, what do you call it? The more you go through Google, the more you learn. You just type probably on YouTube or on Google, how to do ABCD, how to do an academic paper, protocols on how to do an academic writing work, such stuff. And then when you're comfortable, another probably platform or a site. Yeah, it's a website actually, how you can get the online jobs, both academic, yani any type, ata kufunza. There are these places, you might be good in English, you might be a teacher actually, na huna job. There are countries that look for people who can teach their kids English, and they pay, and you do Zoom classes. And So what you do, you have to show you've qualified or you've gone through an educational process or teaching classes, and you show probably your graduation details, degree papers or college papers or whatever, and you can enroll. Kuna Upwork, kuna ingine najita Fiverr, na ingine the other one I can't remember, but Upwork, Fiverr, but you can look for any site that you can get English teaching jobs. um the voiceover jobs, you look for such sites, look for them, go through them. And also one thing I've remembered, Facebook, hata mtu akiendanga, wakora ni wengi. Be sure, or before you take a job from someone, or before you approach someone, unajua you'll see someone who has posted. If for example I post a job and say I need transcribers or I need academic writers who can do ABCD, you'll probably, if you click on that post of mine, utafunguliwa account yangu and what I have been posting and the feedback I've been getting from people. Go through that first before you entrust someone to give you a job, because kuna wezi, con artists are so many, and they can give you a job, ufanye job, the minute inakuja time ya kulipa, chup, anaenda MIA, and you lack that person completely. They'll probably change their numbers, they'll yani vitu mob, ama hata kublock, and you can never go back to them. So as well, this online platform, it's also very nice and it's also very risky. You might go do a job for someone, do an amazing job, but they don't even pay you. So as you're getting into it, good luck. And if you have any questions, you can DM me on my email. I'm going to put my email and Instagram page, Facebook channel, or Facebook account. You can just DM me any of them, and any questions that I can be able to answer, I can answer. Down on the comment section, just key in your questions. Any question that you have, just ask. Anything that you might like to notify us, that we'd love to learn from you. If you have something new that you'd like to probably share, we'd be glad to hear from you. And just type in the comment section. Also, don't forget to subscribe, share, comment, like, and let's help each other grow. I hope the information has helped a solo too. I'll be doing more, probably detail on whatever, like anything that probably you guys want to know about. I can do a detailed video. Just DM me or comment and ask for more information, and I'm going to give a detailed talk about probably a specific section if you probably love something. And hopefully most of us are going to get helped, and we're going to be able to maneuver our ways and be able to get jobs online. So good luck and bye.